All right, so Acts chapter 19, verse 28. And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, "Great is Diana of the Ephesians." Now you got the whole town waiting. Because like you can imagine if you had all the other Catholics that believe that this is the Immaculate Conception, because that's what they believe, that Mary was born of an Immaculate Conception. She is the Immaculate Conception. No, she was a woman. She was a sinner just like all the rest of us. But they elevated her to goddess status, which is an abomination. Right? So this guy Demetrius, he's like, oh man, they're trying to take away our money. Plus they're despising the magnificence of the great goddess Diana. Like, so he's trying to get them all fired up, right, to do something against this guy Paul. Right, so now they're all screaming, yeah, great is Diana, great is Diana. Like they were saying, great is the Virgin Mary. That's what they would be saying. They'd be, oh no, don't come against the Virgin Mary. Which she didn't stay a virgin. She had more children after Jesus was born. Her and Joseph had more children, and that's crystal clear in the scriptures. We went on over that many times. Okay. And then verse 29. And the whole city was filled with confusion, and having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater. Right. Here comes a whole town with the pitchforks, right? The torches, pitchforks, the tars and feathers. Like, how dare you come against our goddess Diana? Don't come against the Queen of Heaven. She's not the Queen of Heaven. Who knows what that is? That's just another Jesus, another spirit, another gospel they're preaching. That's not the Bible. Right, so the whole city was filled with confusion. Of course. Man, this is the devil. He brings confusion. Right? There's no spirit of confusion with God in the Holy Ghost in the scriptures. And then verse 30, and when Paul would have entered in unto the people, the disciples suffered him not. So he's like, I'm not worried about these people. Let me go preach to them. Let me show them what's going on with the scriptures and how they're in violation, right? But the disciples wouldn't let him. Like, no, maybe this time we better think this over. And then verse 31, and certain of the chief of Asia, which were his friends, sent unto him, desiring him that he would not adventure himself into the theater. You got another warning. No, don't go in there. You don't want to get involved with that the mob. They got all their torches lit. Right. And then verse 32. Some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not wherefore they were come together. Right, they're just following the crowd. Everybody's going into the theater. Just like, oh yeah, let's go. There's confusion. Like someone yelled fire in the theater, so everybody's running. They don't know even why they're there. This confusion's coming. That's the devil. All right. And then verse 33, and they drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Jews putting him forward, and Alexander beckoned with his hand, and would have made his defense unto the people. Right, so he wanted to, right, Alexander, he wants to talk, right? And then verse 34, but when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice, about the space of 2 hours, cried out, great is Diana of the Ephesians. They wouldn't even let him speak. All they kept spraying. They kept saying, "Oh, the Queen of Heaven, the Queen of Heaven, the Immaculate Virgin." That's what they did. Don't try to say anything against the Queen of Heaven. Oh no. Warning, warning. Do not make unto thee any graven images of anything in heaven, and anything on the earth, or anything under the earth, or in the waters of the sea. Nothing. No graven images you bow down and give milk and cookies to. No. So that's as soon as they found out, they just started screaming louder, louder. Yeah. Queen of Heaven, Queen of Heaven, Queen of Heaven. They don't even know what they're doing.